Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am sitting in my cozy chair, so it's time for some cozy chair conversation. All right, today we are going to be talking about simple steps on how to start your savings and or investment accounts. Okay, we need to talk about our saving and investment strategies. Are you interested in savings? What are you doing to try and get your finances together for future settings in your life? For those that are old, you know that I am always talking about budgeting and how you need to prepare for the future and try and plan out as much of your financial life as you can. So that's what we're going to be talking about for a short while here in our cozy chair. So for those that are new to my channel, welcome. And for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel, I talk about pretty much anything related to finances, mainly finances. And I also have a cozy chair conversation on Wednesdays or Thursdays, somewhere midweek. And I pretty much talk about whatever I want to. Just so happens today that we're going to talk about savings and investing strategies. I did write down some notes so that I can make sure that I do not miss out on these pointers. But let's dive right in. Although I know that this information has been circulating in books, on the internet, on YouTube videos, wherever, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the social platforms are. But we cannot stress this information enough, and we also cannot assume that everyone knows this information or that everyone can relate to the information that's out there. So I am going to try my hands at explaining these steps to you, my audience, as well. All right, so basically we're going to talk about saving accounts. So basically opening up your savings accounts and opening up your investment accounts. If you really think about saving accounts versus investment accounts, they pretty much operate along the same path. So let's get going. Number one, in order to determine what type of savings account you want to open or what type of investments, stocks, index funds, or whatever you want to invest in, you need to do some research. So that is step one. You want to do research on these different accounts. Okay, a savings account may be different. The savings account platform may be different from an investment platform. For example, you have several online banks like Ally and Capital One, and then you have some physical branches where you have, just your regular banks around here like Wells Fargo, Bank of America. You have all sorts of credit unions. So you have those platforms as opposed to the investment accounts where you have maybe like the different wallets. There's a TD Ameritrade, there's a Robinhood. So what you want to do is go out there, do just a simple Google search. This does not have to be very technical, scientific, and all of that, guys. We are just trying to get these accounts started so you can get them funded and we can make sure that we're saving for our future. So you want to do a simple research by doing a simple Google and or Bing or whatever platform you have where you do your searches. Open up that platform on your phone, on your computer, and just type this information in. You want to type in savings accounts. You want to type in investment platforms. Okay? And surely enough, that information will populate for you. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to do a search. Next, you are going to, while you're actually doing the search, these are things you're going to be looking for. You're going to compare the online accounts versus the physical banks. So you want to, because what happens is with those two different accounts, you may be assessed fees. Because I know a lot of times with the physical branches, they have to actually be able to manage and maintain that physical structure, so they may charge you more in fees. Online bank is something that you can do strictly through the internet, and there is little to no overhead. So you want to take that into consideration when you are searching for your investment platforms and your savings accounts, okay? Next, what you want to do is you want to figure out, when you're doing your search, which one of these accounts are going to yield you the most profit. You want to get the most bang for your buck. So basically what you want to look at is the APY on these accounts. That is your annual percentage yield. Okay. Now, for those who may not know, some banks talk about their APR, which is their annual percentage rate, and they also talk about their APY, which is their annual percentage yield. What you want to pay close attention to is the annual percentage yield, because that is the interest that you earn on your savings or your investments. The APR typically is the amount that you would pay out to the bank if you were going to get a loan or something along those lines. So you want to pay attention to the APY and make sure that you take into consideration the fees that this account has, as well as the APY that your account is going to yield, or the interest rate that you are going to make on your money. All right, so you're going to make sure you pay close attention to that. So that's step one. You're doing your research. Step two is to follow the website instructions to open the account. And that's going to be, you're going to need to do that for both the savings account and the investment account. There is going to be a set of instructions on each one of those sites, websites, either one you're trying to open, or if you're trying to do both, great. But there's going to be a set of instructions that you need to follow to actually open the account. Most times you're putting in your contact information, and they are going to try to vet you to make sure you are who you are. So some of them may ask for you to send in a picture of your license, put in your driver's license number, put in a social security card, whatever information you need. So you want to just go on and get that account opened. That's step number two. Step number three is to fund the account. Okay, this is where it's starting to get exciting. You want to fund the account, and what that means is to physically put money into that account. And there are several ways that you can go about funding these accounts: an investment account or a savings account. One way is the old school way, by actually mailing in money. Now I'm talking about actually an online bank. Now, if you're going to open your investment account or your savings account at a physical location, then you can go down there physically with maybe a money order, cashier's check, and just take it to the banker, open the account, fund it with that money, and go from there. But strictly for online accounts, they may actually have a function where they provide you with a mailing address where you can still physically mail in a cashier's check or a money order or a regular personal check. However, the majority of the banks nowadays are allowing you to actually be able, online banks are allowing you to be able to fund these accounts via automatic draft from another checking account or savings account, or you can do a direct deposit from your employer directly into that account. Okay? And I like that they have these options, because that leads me right into step number 4. In order to fund this savings account or this investment account, is Step 4 is to set up automation, guys. And setting up automation is going to ensure that you are allowing money to go into these two accounts or the one account, whichever one you're deciding to open, automatically. Okay. And one way, as I previously stated, is you can do a direct deposit from your employer. You can also do a automatic draft from another checking or savings account. And what you want to do in that regard is choose an amount that is going to be comfortable for you. Okay? You don't want to overextend yourself to the point where you're having an auto draft go into this investment account or this savings account, and you are not able to take care of your monthly expenses or your weekly expenses or whatever it is. So, because you have been watching my videos, and of course, surely you are budgeting, because I show you week in and week out how to budget, then you already know how much money you have left over that you can automate or do a direct deposit straight into that savings account or that investment account. Okay? So that is the 4 steps that's generally surrounded by both of these accounts, the savings and the investment account. So in other words, those are the 4 steps you will need to open up and fund and start saving in either one of those accounts. Now, as for investment accounts, they have one more step. So their step is that additional step is once you have that account funded, you're going to want to go out and do some additional research. And this time you are doing research on what stocks and bonds and index funds and ETFs that you would like to fund your investment account with. Okay? So that would be the very last step that you would need to take. But that would be strictly for your investment accounts. All right? You want to go out and do research on stocks, bonds, ETFs, and the like for what you want to build, quote unquote, your portfolio, investment portfolio with. And that is really it, guys. That's how you get yourself started. And you want to make sure, I cannot stress enough, that you are trying to automate these accounts. Even if that means you open the account up and you put $5 in each one. And you consistently, week after week, month after month, put $5 in there until you can put $6, until you can put $10, until you can get it to $20. You just want to build that behavior of saving, put it on automation, forget about it, and watch it grow. Okay? So this is all I have for this cozy chair conversation today. Guys, if you have any questions on starting an account, please leave me a comment in the description box below. In the comment section below, and we can definitely assist you with getting your account started. But the most challenging and almost difficult thing to do is to just open the account. So just go make the effort to open the account. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.